Just driving here. I figured I'd take you guys by our old shop. Used to be in this little bitty strip mall here. And if you've read my book or anything, I talk about how we couldn't even fit an air conditioner through the door. Well, this is why. This was our first shop. You can see that was the door that was available to us. It's little bitty. It only goes as far as that little, see that wood board right there? That's how far it went. The next window on the other side of that wood board, that's the other space next to us. So that's how little it was. There was a little bit of room right over here, and then a really narrow piece in the back. But we asked to see if we could rent this space, this next space over, and we were paying like $400. I mean, the square footage is next to nothing. $400 or $450 a month for this, and we asked if we could rent that one, but he wanted $600, and there's not a whole lot more square footage in that one than there was in ours, but it would allow for a little bit of expansion for us. At least we could like start stocking some everyday supplies and stuff. So he wanted $600 for it, and we basically were like, no way, there's no possible way. I even talked to him about, you know, like, let's figure something out. Let's work something out so that we can, you know, maybe just give it to us for $400 a month for a year. Let us build up to where we felt comfortable paying $600 a month, and he wouldn't go for it. A couple of our guys are doing an install here up the road. I'm gonna stop and say hi to them for a moment. And there they are.
There you go. Is it pretty dirty?
No, it's good. Looks good.
What is that, like a calcium buildup on there or something? $20 garage sale time.
Nice.
$20?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
And the battery.
My office is actually pretty crowded. So we went from that little building to this building. It's nothing super fancy, but I'm sure proud of it. It's like 2,200 square foot, almost 2,300 square foot. We're about to outgrow it. And we bought this white Connex about 2 years ago, and then bought this other Connex this year. The shitty thing about these Connexes is you can't see them before you buy them if you just order them online, and you're not really sure where they're coming from. This one's in way rough shape compared to the first one that we got. It's kind of buckled there in the back. I mean, it's all sound and it works, but I just sure wasn't happy about it. So if there's any way you can look at the Connex, if you need a Connex for extra storage space, be sure to try to see it if there's any way possible. You can see we've been extremely busy, so struggling to keep up with our scrap pile. The scrap pile at my house is where this all winds up going. It's horrible. I'm actually looking forward to just like one slow week so the guys can help me get the scrap pile back in order. So here's my new office. We moved, that's why we bought the Connex, was so that we could move all the stuff out of this storage area, so I could have a bigger office, because my office is pretty small. So this is it. I'll take you inside in just a moment and show you. It's about 200 square foot, so I'm super excited because that's a lot more than what I currently have. This is it. I have my own door to my office, which is pretty cool. Anyhow, nothing super fancy, but I'm excited. I think I'm gonna paint this wall and this wall a blue color, and then I'm gonna leave the rest white. I'll have enough room for kind of like a setup for recording and stuff, so I'm really excited about that. I've got some stuff. My desk is gonna be like this. Well, it'll be like this, L-shaped. And then I'll walk in and out, but behind my desk right here. I have a couple chairs out here. I've got some, so it ought to be a cool studio for recording the podcast as well. So I'm excited about it, guys. I've recognized recently just how important processes are, you know, so I just began writing like a selling technician's handbook. So this is what I've been spending a lot of my time on. It's like 34 pages so far, and I've still got a long ways to go, and I'm not even including like how to do repairs and stuff yet. I'm probably gonna make a separate book for that. But this is just has all our processes, how we do things, you know, safety stuff. We do just have a regular company policy manual also, but we need to get more specific on how exactly we operate. So if this is something you guys haven't been spending time on, I suggest you start now, so it's not like me trying to catch up, you know, years too late. It just happens most of the time as we grow. We start, you know, it's just like, that's just the way we do it. Like that's, everybody kind of understands. It's like tribal knowledge. That's what Rick calls it, my general manager. He says that it's like, instead of just having tribal knowledge, we really need to have it on paper, written down, so everybody understands exactly how we want it to go. And that's the importance of it. So, you know, it's all about creating a better customer experience overall, and processes are a crucial key to that. So I've included like all our forms and stuff that I have in here, just so everybody is familiar with them and what we call each form, and some option sheet examples there, how to build options, what's expected, just a little bit of everything in here, guys. So there's so much to document. Make sure you get started early and don't wait. Anyhow, guys, just thought I'd show you around a little bit, and take you into like kind of a day in the life of what I'm working on. So we'll talk to you guys soon. Go make money.